Hello Knights, this is going to be the Last Judge boss battle guide. If this video helps you, please like it, leave a silly comment for the algorithm, and don't subscribe to me. Alright, as you saw there, I just quickly showed you the items that I was using. I'm watching myself play the guy. I couldn't, for the life of me, talk and fight this guy at the same time. So I decided to just talk over myself watching me fight him. Now, he has some pretty basic movesets, and he doesn't really change up the pattern as you go along. Like, his attacks just get more elevated, but they all follow the same pattern. So as you can see, every time he does the downward attack, I hit him, and then I hit him here too. Usually, after he does the spin, I'll come and give him an attack. I use a dash attack at him there, and then I get to hit him with the stun when I can. I'm also using the item I'm using is that vial, the planetium or whatever it's called. I showed it in the beginning of the video. It's an item that gives me an extra health, so I've been using that. And I also made sure to have the magma reducer, the magma item that reduces the fire damage. So any damage I get from fire, it's only one mask instead of two. Anyway, see, there's me using the vial right now. It's just it's good to use that because it gives you an extra hit, basically. He always does 2 damage, and I actually just lost it right away. I feel like every time I give myself that vial, I just lose it nearly immediately afterwards. Anyways, so actually in this phase, he does have a new attack, which is that rush attack, which is nice. You can get a downward attack every time he does that. Usually when he throws the bell, you should actually also go in for an attack. You should rush him, but I never did it nearly the entire fight. So there I got a downward attack on his rush there, and I just kind of constantly try to do that. Anytime he does the fire spin, I just, try to avoid it. It'd probably be better if I was closer to him when he's doing the fire spin. And then anytime he does the downward attack, that's when I usually try and go after him. I had a lot of trouble dodging those flames too as he does his rush towards you. See, he kind of pulls that bell back really fast, so it kind of makes me nervous to attack him at that point. I feel like I'm able to get him in nearly any other sequence, like, well, though I am missing a couple downward slashes there. You gotta be careful with the fire there as well. See, I didn't even bother going in for an attack on that one for some reason, but there I've been getting the downward slashes pretty good. So I'm at this point, I think I'm kind of taking my time. I'm a little nervous. This is my, I don't know, I think 10th or 12th attempt at this guy. I don't think I'm really, like, really that great at this type of boss fight, but I still managed to get it done. I just kind of playing it safe at this point. I'm avoiding all attacks. You gotta be careful of that explosion attack. I'm also healing whenever I can. Usually a good time to heal is when, he's using that fire spin attack. And I think I'm healing right here, which is also a pretty good time to heal too when he does his lunge forward. But he's doing all the basic attacks right now. I think when he goes into phase 3, I don't know what he really changes up in phase 3. He doesn't seem too much different than the phase 2. I nearly screwed it up at that point, but luckily I got a stun in and got some points back, and I can get a heal here. There we go. Alright, but that's pretty much it. There's no other real advice other than just taking your time. Pick your moments. Like, whenever he does a downward attack, that's when you really should be getting him. But you gotta be careful. You don't drop too early like I did there. But having that fire reducer is the best. That item that reduces the fire damage. It's almost mandatory for this guy because he has so many opportunities to get hit by fire. And if you just take that out of the equation, that's nice, right? So there we go. He's going into phase 3 now. I think that this is longer now, but it's not that much harder to really dodge, and he gets tired from it apparently, so I got a couple hits there. That attack looks the same in phase 3, but yeah, this spinning attack seems to be better. Now I'm starting to use my my secondary item. I'm just trying to get any hits in I can because I know he's almost done, so I'm just, and this is the hardest time to get hits, is when he's in phase 3. But yeah, even that attack doesn't seem too different. Maybe it's got 3 fires instead of 2. I wouldn't say phase 3 is really that much harder than phase, maybe that explosion's bigger. Is that much harder than phase 2, really? So if you want to use some of your secondary weapons, your throwing stars and stuff, you can use that in phase 2. But I think saving it for phase 3 is nice because then you can get there and you can kind of just get all those extra hits in, and there we go. Took him out. Oh yeah, make sure you run away from the explosion. I didn't know about that, and I got hit by it. I lost 3 masks because of that. Thank goodness. I would have been really pissed if I screwed that up in the end. If this video helped you, please like it, leave a silly comment for the algorithm, and don't subscribe to me.